Hey everybody, what's going on? Buddy Blackbird here with another Photoshop CS6 tutorial. Today we're going to be going over how to use the invert command. The invert command, pretty much, if you apply it to just your image, it creates a negative, and by itself, sometimes you might be able to use it, but 95% of the time you're not going to want to use it. So if I just add the invert here, if I go to Image, Adjustments, and then come to Invert, this is what I'm going to get. And most of the time, this type of thing was overused back in like the 80s and 90s, maybe the early 2000s. So nobody thinks that this is really cool anymore. I mean, sometimes you can get around with, like, if we change, like, and put this guy over top or something like that and made it something in front of it. It doesn't have to be a person, but in this image I happen to have a person in it. What you're going to do is you're going to use your selection tool, and I'm going to use the magic wand tool in here because there's a lot of contrast. And just start selecting the person or the image and make an outline. Make a selection around the person. So here I'm going to start selecting things. Now that didn't work there. But as you can see, I'm just adding to my selection. I'm using the magic wand tool. And then to get the fine details, I'm going to use my quick selection tool here. And make sure it's on the add, which you can make sure it is up here. And just add in the different parts and smooth things out. That's a little too much there. And when you're doing this, you want to go in like little strokes, and so you don't have to undo all your things every time you mess up. So anyways, you do this and you bring everything in so that it looks all nice or whatever. And I already have this person cut out. So I'm going to deselect. Well, I'll have the selection. Let me put the selection back on there. Edit, undo, deselect. So once you have your person all selected, what you're going to do is right click on your selection and create, let's say, layer via copy. And you do that and it cuts out your layer so that you just have the person. So this is what I've just created, and this is just the person. I'll delete the other one. And the second thing you want to do is create a copy of your background. So what we're going to do is drag this down here and create a copy. And what we're going to do is apply the invert to it. Image, Adjustments, Invert. And it's going to come out like this. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is change our blending mode from normal to color. And now we've, changed it to color. Now we've got something that looks halfway decent. If I back up, we're able to keep some of the brightness and some of the tones in there. They're just on the opposite color. Now the person looks stupid in this because the skin tone is blue and everything like that. So that's why we cut the person out. If I lay this over top, we can see that the person is in the picture and looks a lot better. The things that we need to fix up here are, if I am about this far in, you can see the different blue highlights and everything like that. And we can attempt to fix him up by adding in like oranger highlights and things. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is create a new layer. So let's just create a new layer on the top. It's empty. And what we're going to do is we're going to end up painting in orange over top of these and replacing the bluish hue to a different color. So as you can see on the shoulders,